First half. First half. Nice. Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. First half. And has also added to his game the ability to get the ball out of his hands quickly and let his guys do work downfield. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down. Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs. It's Roethlisberger going for it all. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former first-round pick, there on the coverage. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 19-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. First carry for Najee Harris. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs. And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now to Samuels. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably twirling on the headset right now, saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going. On 2nd down, Samuels, a 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry. No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And who's got it? The Giants! So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Nick Gates. Nick Gates.
coming from the middle of the line to center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Throwing, Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. From the gun, Jones. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return will stop it well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On the handoff, it's Samuels. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down now, Samuels. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the carry, it's Samuels. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 9, second and 5. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Samuels. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pettis now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Off the play fake, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Jones. Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the return will stop right around the 25. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. You had to.
Here's Samuels. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. I call it no gain there on the first down play. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. You could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's okay, though.
Daniel Jones and the Giants again. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this run?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield, just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the